Today we are here at Hotmart FIRE 2025 with Dan George. Can you introduce yourself for us, please?
Yeah, absolutely. My name's Dan George. I am a professional pilot and a flight instructor, and I created Flight Insight, which is an online training program that helps pilots go from the very beginning of their aviation journey, learning all the theory and the concepts that they need to pass all their tests to get to the next level, all the way up through professional flight. So we are based in the United States. We focus our training on U.S.-based pilots, but we do have pilots that we train throughout the world. And we currently have about 15,000 pilots on our platform, and through social media, we reach another 300,000.
Oh my God, this is so nice. It's amazing to have you here at podcast.
Thank you for being here.
And how did you all begin? How did you get there?
So I started flying about maybe about 10 or 12 years ago for fun to begin with. I had a previous career, a previous job. So it was really just kind of, a bucket list thing, kind of get good at flying. Somewhere around the, point between ratings, I decided to quit my career and be a pilot full time. So I had the greatest job in aviation, which is flight instructor, which is teaching other people to fly. I discovered that I really like teaching. I did some other flying, I went on to do some other things in aviation, but I, at the same time, started lecturing at a university close to where I live in Washington, D.C.
This is so different.
Well, it was an aviation, I was an aviation lecturer. And so that's kind of how I cut my teeth, so to say, how I got better at teaching. And I developed a suite of courses that I eventually brought online and brought to Teachable. And that's how we have, brought our message to thousands of pilots.
This is so nice. And what have you learned in your journey so far?
A lot. Where do we start? What do you want to? We can start with.
Okay, you can start in your journey at the flight. Flight. Yes, when you were studying for this to achieve your goals in the flight.
So flying is very humbling. What a lot of the type of people that you find in aviation, especially people who are doing it as a hobby, are people who are very type A, very results oriented. And, because it costs some money to train, you usually find people who have done some relative amount of success in their job. And so they're very used to doing things well. They're used to doing things and succeeding. And flying will humble you, because all of a sudden, everybody who gets into it it's like learning to walk again. So it's a very, very humbling experience. I remember when I was landing the air, the hardest thing about learning to fly. And there was times when, I would, go through a lesson, the instructor, and I wouldn't even be able to remember my own name. That's how flustered I was. So it's a very humbling experience. It definitely takes you back to basics.
I can't even imagine.
But it's very rewarding.
And what advice would you give to someone who is starting a business like you when you were doing your course and your
so it depends. If you're looking for a career in aviation, I mean, that's a whole nother conversation, because it's based on the market. Right now we're talking in the summer of 2025 in the United States. There's been a slowdown in hiring for pilots, but it's a cyclical industry. It's very based on trends and things like that. So a lot of people back home and maybe internationally also are saying, it's time to pull back and let's not look at it. I mean, the advice I would say is go for it. Don't try to time the market. The market will always catch back up with you. So that's career advice. In terms of flying advice, again, remember, everybody has struggled. Even astronauts have had bad days of flying. Where they were trying to land and they couldn't do it. So just put the time in.
Have you ever met some astronauts?
I've met a few. Yeah, I mean, just not like we're not on a first name basis, but I've.
Okay. Yeah. And can you tell me now one book you would recommend?
Say it again.
One book you would recommend?
What book?
Yes.
For flying or just in general?
In general.
In general.
Like, for your lifetime that you enjoy and you.
So I'm reading a great book called The Wall right now. It's not based on aviation whatsoever. It's a German novel from the 1960s. And that's, I just spent 2 days in Rio de Janeiro before I got here. So that was my beach reading.
Oh,
so
that's nice.
Maybe that's not it's not aviation. I don't know if you're.
It's not aviation. And
it's always important to read for pleasure.
What tool you can live without?
What tool can't I live without?
Yes.
Oh, Well, our tech stack in our company is very large. So there's about 30 different apps and products that we use. I can't live without any of them, to be honest. It's that's a tough call. It's like choosing fish. Right.
You can choose 3.
I can use 3. Okay. Well, I can't live without Teachable. Our business would shut down without that. That's what we're based. Our courses are based there. I can't live without Adobe. I can't do video editing without Premiere. And I can't live without my video creation software. So.
And how you feel at being here in Hotmart FIRE 2025?
Amazing. So this is my first time in Brazil.
Do you like it?
I will be back. I will definitely be back.
Okay.
When I come back, I'm going to learn Portuguese. I should have spent more time learning Portuguese.
Did you eat pão de queijo?
I ate a lot of pão de queijo.
Okay.
It's my favorite. I'm glad that was the recommendation. Those are delicious.
Okay, thank you. Then
Yeah.
it's amazing to have you here in podcast. Where we can find you?
So Flight Insight is the name of the company, Flight Insight. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram, TikTok. I have a LinkedIn, a personal LinkedIn. Our website is flight-insight.com, flight-insight.com. That's where all of our courses are based. And that's where you'll find us.
Thank you for being part of podcast.
Thank you.
Pode virar referência with them, George. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Obrigado.
you.